Cates told you in the classroom?
Well, he said at first the room was really hot, then it cooled off, Mike, and cells and things began to live.
Cells?
Little bugs like, in the water. The little bugs got to be bigger bugs, and real legs went up on land.
How long does this take, according to Mr. Cates?
A couple million years, maybe longer. Then the little bugs got to be bigger bugs. Then there was the reptiles and the mammals and the fishes, and man's man.
Along with the dogs and the cattle in the field. Did he say that?
Yes, sir.
Now, how did man come out of this slimy mess of bugs and serpents, according to your professor?
Man was sort of evoluted from the old world monkeys.
Did you hear that, my friends? Old world monkeys. According to Mr. Cates, you and I aren't even descended from good American monkeys. Now, Howard, listen carefully. In all this talk of bugs and evolution of slime and ooze, Mr. Cates ever make any reference to God?
As I remember.
For the miracle he achieved in 7 days, as described in the beautiful book of Genesis.
No, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Objection. Your Honor, I ask the court to remind the learned counsel that this is not a Chautauqua. He is supposed to be presenting evidence to a jury. There are no ladies on the jury.
Your Honor, I have no intention of making a speech. There is no need. I'm sure that everyone on the jury, everyone within the sound of this boy's voice is moved by his tragic confusion. He has been taught that he wriggled up like an animal from the filth and the muck below. I tell you that these vile behaviors, these evolutionists, are brewers of poison. And the legislature of this sovereign state has had the wisdom to demand that the peddlers of poison, in bottles or in books, clearly label the products they attempt to sell. I tell you, if this law is not upheld, this boy will become one of a generation shorn of its faith by the teachings of godless science. But if the full penalty of the law is meted out to Bertram Cates, the faithful the whole world over, who are watching us here and listening to our every word, will call this courtroom blessed.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Your witness, sir.
Well, I sure am glad Colonel Brady didn't make a speech.
Howard, I heard you say the earth used to be pretty hot.
That's what Mr. Cates said.
Figure it was as hot then as it is right now.
Guess it must have been. Mr. Cates read to us from a book.
You know what, book?
I guess Mr. Darwin must have thought it up.
You figure there's anything wrong with that, Howard?
I don't know.
I object to this, Your Honor. The defense is asking that a 16-year-old boy hand down an opinion on a question of morality. Your Honor,
I am trying to establish that Howard, or Colonel Brady, or Charles Darwin, or anybody in this courtroom, or you, sir, have the right to think.
The right to think is not on trial here.
With all respect to the bench, sir, I hold that the right to think is very much on trial. It is fearfully in danger in the proceedings of this court.
A man is on trial.
A thinking man. And he is threatened with fine and imprisonment because he dares to speak what he thinks.
Colonel Brady, Colonel Drummond, would you please rephrase your question?
Howard, all this fuss and feathers about evolution, do you any harm?
Sir?
Did it hurt you? You're still reasonably fit? Oh, what Mr. Cates told you, it affect your baseball game any? Pitching arm?
No, sir, I'm a lefty.
Southpaw. Still honor your father and mother?
Sure.
Haven't murdered anybody since breakfast?
objection!
Ask him if his holy faith in this
Colonel Brady, when I need your valuable assistance, you may rest assured I will humbly ask for it. Howard, do you believe everything Mr. Cates told you?
I don't know. Just gotta think about it.
Pa's a farmer, isn't he?
Yes, sir.
Got a tractor?
Brand new one.
You figure a tractor might be sinful because it isn't mentioned in the Bible?
Don't know.
Moses never made a phone call. Figure that makes the telephone an instrument of the devil?
Neither did anybody else. Your honor, counsel, makes the same old error of all godless men. They confuse the material things with the great spiritual realities of the revealed word. Why do you bewilder this child? Does right have no meaning to you, sir?
Knowing that I may prejudice the case of my client, I must tell you that right has no meaning for me whatsoever. Truth has meaning as direction. But it is one of the peculiar imbecilities of our time that we have imposed a grid of morality on human behavior so that every act of man is measured by an arbitrary standard in which you have an absolute latitude of right and a longitude of wrong to exact degrees, minutes, and seconds. You know anything about what I've been saying, Howard?
Oh, sir.
Well, maybe you will someday. That's all, son.
With his excuse,